Hi, we're back with Boracity Magazine. BTS is the best, not just my opinion. Not just my opinion. Not just an opinion. It's a fact, y'all. It's a fact. Not the best in the world, but the best from South Korea.
I became a fan of BTS in 2019. I knew about them a couple of years before, but I never really gave them a chance.
Same.
Because I was not really into...
Same. Not 2019 though. I've known them since 2020, but I only gave them a chance last year.
pop music. But when they released Boy With Love in 2019, I perceived some kind of counterculture image that really caught my attention. Of course, the most visible and shocking factors were their image, their performance, and their use of visual concepts. So I also got interested in K-pop as a whole because K-pop prioritizes these factors too. I researched a lot. I listened to hundreds of songs, and I still remember every big group and song from 2019, as well as the most popular K-pop songs ever. However, the more I discovered, the more I got bored of K-pop. So although I wanted to get deeply involved with K-pop in 2019, with time I only stay with BTS and my usual rock and metal bands. This is only my personal experience, and I can name you a million reasons why I believe BTS is the best. Not just my favorite, not just the most popular, but the best. There is a...
Even before I gave them a chance, I didn't really know that many songs, but I could recognize that they're really, really good. Because my friend was like a huge ARMY. She still is. I almost said she still is. She still am. I can't really say she's the reason I got into BTS because she has tried. She has tried multiple times, and I was like, girl, get them away from me. I'm not interested. But from what she showed me, what she forcefully showed me, I could recognize that talent.
Popular
I couldn't
conversation
deny it,
I see in every music fandom. Your favorite artist is not necessarily going to be the best artist. So if someone says that their favorite artist is XYZ, they are not necessarily arguing that this artist is the best. They are just saying that XYZ is their favorite. But I've noticed that in K-pop, this notion is not always present. To the contrary, many use favorite and best interchangeably. And I somehow came to the conclusion that this is because of BTS. Let me explain. K-pop is and has always been a niche industry. Not only it is niche because it has not truly entered the mainstream music industry. K-pop is also niche because almost every single group is created in a similar way, with performers that have the same range of skills and that all target one specific audience. So in an industry where every group is so similar in concept to each other, wouldn't it make sense for the most unique group to eventually become the most popular one? My answer is of course yes. The most popular group coming from the K-pop industry is undoubtedly the most unique group. I would even go as far as to say that they are the best group. I know this is a big statement because this phrase is ultimately the root of pretty much every big K-pop conversation. Whether this is argued by K-pop fans on social media, music critics on magazine articles, entertainment experts in South Korea, or even politicians in South Korea, the discussion about BTS being not only the most popular, but the best is so prevalent in pop culture. But why is this the conversation? BTS is the best at what? At everything? That sounds kind of crazy, but that is ultimately where every conversation goes, and I think there's a reason behind that. Back to my personal experience. It may be harsh to say that BTS ruined every other K-pop or Western group for me, but that's kind of what happened. Performance after performance, album after album, music video after music video. BTS proved to me, personally, that they have the best stage presence, the best composers, the best rap line, the best vocal line, the best dancers, the best music, that they are the most effective at transcending music genres and concepts, and even that they have the best story in the industry. These are of course just opinions.
Well, in the industry, like the entire music industry?
I shared with millions of people.
If we're talking about the entire music industry, like in the whole world, I don't know about that. I won't say they're not, but I can't really say they are because I don't know every single artist in the industry, so I don't know.
But the simple act of expressing this opinion can be seen as controversial or too self-centered or too uninformed in K-pop spaces. It must be that I don't know enough K-pop groups, or that I have not listened to the right small independent group from an unknown company, or that I'm too far gone in the BTS rabbit hole that I refuse to see how good every other group is. This train of thought is not exclusive to K-pop or pop. I've seen it closely in rock and metal fandoms, and I've also noticed it in many other genres of music or entertainment in general. Niche is unique, mainstream is basic. I know that admitting my favorite group is the most popular group is seen as boring, basic, like I only know the surface.
I don't care.
And I get
They're the
this to
best
some
for a
point.
reason.
BTS are the only ones in K-pop who have reached the level of mainstream, so a lot of their listeners really do only know the surface of K-pop. But my point is that BTS being the most popular doesn't take away from them being the best. In this specific case, I argue the complete opposite. BTS did not have the power to have an automatic successful debut. They did not have a super planned, effective marketing strategy. They did not have the budget to have high quality music videos, but they still surpassed every other artist in the industry because they are genuinely the best.
Okay, I'm assuming when she says the industry, she means the K-pop industry, then yeah. Yeah, I thought she was talking about the entire music industry, which kind of does not really make sense.
So why is the conversation always about BTS being the best in general? Why isn't the conversation about BTS being the best at singing, or the best at rap, or the best at dancing, or composing? I have a theory,
Because they
and
do
please don't
everything.
get offended because there is
And they're good at
nothing
everything.
inherently wrong with what I'm about to say. But most K-pop groups don't go out of the box artistically because all of their artistic factors are given or instructed to them by their labels. In other words, the message of their music, the concepts of their performances, the exploration of their talents, and even the overall success of K-pop groups depend on their labels. The idols or performers can be very hardworking. They can practice their choreographies to perfection, but the general public won't become loyal fans of an amazing choreography to a mediocre song with average vocals at best. Not in the same industry where BTS exists. You may also ask, what about the outliers? What about those groups with a good start of an artistic identity? Or the groups with extraordinary choreographies? Or the groups with amazing vocalists? Again, zero disrespect to these artists because it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but they often lack many other factors that can make them reach the artistic level of BTS. Instead, if they focus on the one thing they are the best at, target the right audiences, and find the right sound for their voices, they would most probably succeed in other industries. But in the K-pop and mainstream pop industries, the leading group is the multi-talented BTS, and labels just want to create another
I really love
BTS,
this video.
another multi-talented group, and that has failed hundreds of times because BTS is too good at being the best. The result is K-pop idols doing unbelievable choreographies to songs that are hard on the ears, amazing vocalists doing basic choreographies or even being forced to lip sync, and pretty faces having no other choice but to rap because they cannot sing. Some dancers are not good singers. Some singers are not good dancers. Not every pretty face belongs to the stage. And all of this is okay. Just give these groups pleasant music people can actually listen to. Allow them to grow as artists and target the right audiences, because BTS's audience is too used to seeing all of these talents together, so K-pop groups feel very mediocre in comparison. You wouldn't ask Adele to dance because she doesn't dance. Dancing would cheap her performance. Actually, not dancing allows her to make people view her in another category than multi-talented artists like Beyoncé would be. People don't really compare Adele and Beyoncé because they are very different kinds
They're
of
not
artists.
in the same lane.
So why do you keep setting your groups up for failure? BTS are the best artists in an industry that proclaims to celebrate multi-talented artists. Yet this same industry was unable or too lazy to try creating the perfect group until BTS happened. One can argue that groups like BTS cannot be fabricated because the lack of fabrication was what made BTS become BTS. They became good at showcasing all of these talents together while at the same time being individually excellent at their own thing. They got to this point because they wanted to succeed so bad that they had no other choice than grow and grow artistically very fast. In their first year and with almost no opportunities in the industry, they were already outperforming the biggest K-pop groups in the industry. And by outperforming, I don't mean numbers, of course. I mean that they actually performed better. People eventually noticed this, and this motivated BTS to grow beyond K-pop concepts. By their third year, BTS was getting the attention of audiences the K-pop industry thought would never listen. By their fifth year, BTS began their journey of becoming a supergroup, which is a group formed of amazing soloists. By their seventh year, they were already the biggest group in the music industry, targeting global audiences, composing very different genres of music, and even perfecting their identities as solo artists were things that came natural to them. They did not do what was given to them because they were not given a lot. So yes, BTS worked harder and more creatively. And more importantly, they never stopped growing. In an interview, Suga of BTS talked about the multiple analyses being done about their success. But what he noticed, and what I've also noticed in many of these analyses, is the theory that BTS is the biggest group because they are simply the best. They have practiced and have grown artistically so much that no matter what kind of event, festival, award show, or TV show they are performing at, they know for a fact that they will be the best.
우리에 대한 이 분석이 정말 많았거든요. 방탄소년단 어떻게 잘 됐을까, BTS는 어떻게 잘 됐을까. 사실 무대 보시면 아시겠지만 잘해요. 정말 연습도 남들의 몇 배는 했다고 생각을 하고 지금도 마찬가지로 그렇게 하고 있고요. 무대에 올라갔을 때 우리가 제일 잘한다고 생각을 했어요.
Sorry,
물론
I'm learning Korean, so it's stuck in my head.
스포츠는 물론 스포츠는 아니지만 그냥 무대 대 무대로 붙여봤을 때 질 것 같다는 생각이 한 번도 든 적이 그만큼 준비를 많이 했고 사실 저희가 처음부터 잘 된 건 아니었어가지고 정말 별의별 상황들을 다 겪어봤어요. 그러다 보니까 대처할 수 있는 경험도 많았었고 그로 인해 가지고 무대에서 더더욱 좀 멋있게 할 수 있지 않았을까. 여러 가지 경우의 수들을 다 경험해봤기 때문에 그 경험이 제 자신감의 근원이지 않나 생각이 듭니다.
I hope this video can explain my anecdote from the introduction. It's easy to say that I only think BTS is the best because I don't know many K-pop groups. I receive those comments all the time. But I actually believe I consider BTS as the best because I know all of these K-pop groups as well as Western boy bands. I know their go-to dance moves, personalities, and repetitive concepts. I notice how frequently they don't sing live, and I notice their lack of worry about their actual art. Of course, I'm not saying that they are not talented or hardworking. There's a lot of talented performers with all the abilities to grow artistically. But again, don't make Adele dance. She doesn't need Beyonce's audience. The best at being BTS are BTS, and it's inevitable for the rest of K-pop groups to appear mediocre in comparison. In the meantime, I'll continue affirming BTS is the best because I believe they are. Yes, it's an opinion, but it shouldn't be a controversial one.
Yeah. For real though, why is this so controversial? Why is it controversial? They have proved it intentionally and unintentionally. But anyway, yeah, I agree. At the end, she said, yes, it's an opinion. I still want to say it's a fact, but might still be an opinion. Might still just be an opinion. But just because BTS are the best does not mean the rest of them suck. Who says that? Like, why do you equate one of them being the best to the rest suck? Like, I don't understand. For example, in your people who are not BTS fans are probably not gonna watch this, so why even explain to them? Never mind. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.